Hello and welcome to HBA Week 1 of Season 4, and it's been a while, but finally videos are out and the HBA season has began, and you can see from the Minnesota Light Force Twitter account, it's time to get underway here in Season 4. HBA is back, it's an exciting time, and the first game that we have is going to be the Bulls taking on the Renegades. MJ hits that three. And overall, nice cushion for the Bulls. And their season ended in a little bit of a tragic way. Hennessy packed them up with a clutch three. But this was a crazy moment because Dennis Rodman literally got injured 3 minutes into his first game with the Bulls after the trade. You can see how that happened with the HBA offseason video. But heading into the second quarter, it was all the same for the Bulls. No momentum switch really. They really had it. 17-13 as Jordan hits that. And heading into the third quarter, you would really think that the Bulls had it completely taken care of. Kazimov gets fouled and one for him, and B with the rebound. The lead is now 14 points up to this point. What we're going to see in this next quarter is a great push by the Renegades to bring this game back. Remember that 14-point lead. We head all the way to 1 minute and 20 remaining in the fourth quarter. 6-point game. Harden, he makes that one, but he's injured. It's an and one for Harden. It's a 3-point game. D-Wade gets fouled right there. And he only makes 1 of 2. Tucker with a clutch 3 right there. It's a 1-point game. D-Wade ultimately is going to need to make all of those if he really wants to make this tougher. But Harden with a buzzer-beating 3-pointer, and we are now headed to overtime. Like I was saying before, you really did not think in the second or third quarter that the Bulls could have possibly choked a 14-point lead, but here we are, 1:16 remaining, and now they are down. Embiid with a clutch bounce right there, that I don't really see ever in HBA. The rim is very interesting, but Jordan with a clutch 2-pointer right there ties it, and Harden injured can't ultimately get that one in. But Harden, his performance cannot be understated. Absolutely showing up for his team, even despite being injured. Tucker goes to Robinson, so now they have the lead again. Embiid posterizes him. Tucker for 3, he makes it. 1:28 remaining. D-Wade, he makes that one, but it is pretty much over. The Kansas City Renegades deliver the Bulls their first loss in the first game of the season. The Renegades start off 1-0. Checking out the stats now, MJ and D-Wade, 36 points combined. But look at James Harden. He's injured, still showing up. Tucker, 16 points with 6 assists. And Padgett, 12 points, 12 assists. 12-12 game for him. What a stat line. And just like we were talking about it, this season is absolutely looking like it's going to be a great one. Royce Lewis for the Minnesota Light Force debuts in this next game. And it's the Minnesota Light Force going up against the Lakers. It was definitely a defensive game for sure. Shaq is fouled by Royce. And at first it didn't really look like a very good game for Royce Lee. But as we'll come to find out, he had a pretty decent debut. Brian with the steal goes to Magic, to James Worthy. 5-point game. That's heading into the middle of the third. Shaq right there. It's like 21-26. So they're going to need somebody to show up for both teams if they both want to win. Magic responds with 3 of his own, so it's a 5-point game. Burton again for 3, and he makes that one. Now heading with about 2:30 remaining. George gets the steal. While the Light Force was down for majority of the game, they ended up coming back in this one. 6-point game. Royce Lee is fouled. He steps to the line. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. 47-42 right now. The final score ended up being 49-45. Clutch comeback win. And as you can see, the box score right there, Minnesota Light Force ended up scoring a ton of points in the third and the fourth, exposing a bad LA defense. Harold Burton absolutely went off with 20 points. And Matt and Kobe only had 8 points in that game. So a game that you definitely do not want to see from one of the MVP favorites for betting odds. Now moving on to the third game, Suns versus the Charlotte Spirits. And Jones is debuting the red do-rag. That's the theme of his. He just, every season's a new do-rag, and it's not a different him though. Same Jones that's always going to show up for his team, and he's going to put his team on his back when he needs to. Currently, Russell is 21-21, 2 minutes remaining. Pippen, he's definitely going to be a name that a lot of fans are watching out for heading into this next season. He's a name that a lot of HSPN reporters are talking about for hopefully his breakout season as he hits that three right there. 30-31, now it's 30-33. And of course, Roger Bell, starting shooting guard, looking to lead his team back to the postseason after a sort of drought. Bell right there. Good thing for the Suns was just revamping their roster. They have looked a lot better. Bill Russell absolutely posterized him there. 45-44 with another poster is Bill Russell. And the game was moving fast at this point. Bell with his own poster after he had been posterized early on in the game. 1-point game. Pippen, he's going to end up being the hero in this one. Spirits are looking for an open shot, and Bill Russell misses it for a game. And it was a close one. You can check out the box right there. Completely close. An overall really good game. 10 points for Pippen, 14 for Drew, 13 for Bell. Overall great game. And of course, Jones, 19 points with 5 assists. Nearly had the most for his team, and Barkley as well showing up big time. Final game, the HBA championship rematch between the Snipers and the Sonics, and it went not as much as you could have anticipated it to. This game was so much of a blowout that some people were saying that the Snipers ultimately needed to be charged with assault, with rape. This was a terrorist attack on the Supersonics, and it just did not look good throughout the entire game for the Supersonics. Of course, for the Snipers, complete light work for them. It's probably the closest point in the game, and yet it's still 7, and at this point now 10-point game. And it really wasn't that the Sonics didn't look that good, but it just shows how good the Snipers were. By the time that this highlight video will run out, we won't even get to see the final 5 or 4 minutes left of the game. That's how much of a blowout it was. Usually you see it till the end, but with this one, it was over before it even started. Houston Snipers ended up destroying the Sonics 59-49. Ray Allen didn't have a bad game, same with Cosgrove. Cosgrove is a name that's definitely going to be talked about. 9 assists, 12 points for him. Blackman, even on a chill day, 20 points. And of course, AI with 9 assists and 5 steals. Absolute defensive and offensive clinic done by the Houston Snipers. That is all for week 1. The Renegades and Suns end up leading the division, unlike what we saw last season where the Lakers and the Sonics ended up leading the division. And then throughout the Eastern Conference, a lot of teams 1-0. And some updates right here. Shooting guards absolutely went off. Harden will play, and both Harden and Dennis Rodman will play. Lakers signed another player, and D-Rose is headed back to the Bulls, but as you can see, no one is really certain what impact that will have. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.